And then you see my necklace again, my Costco necklace. Well, I always call it that. So again, welcome to my channel. My name is Maggie, but I go by Black Hoosier Gal.
It's good to be a hooker.
Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you've been like me, but I've been stuck at home with my parents. I moved back from a college town and I'm in a PhD program, so I haven't been paying rent for the last, let's say, year and 3 months. So what do you do with that extra money? Well, I mean, you could just save it for future endeavors. For me, thinking a wedding or a house or another car, but something I've never had is jewelry. So I decided to go to my favorite place, which is Costco, for jewelry. And I just want to let you know how it turned out. So one, these earrings here, they are from Costco. They were, I think, $179.99. I'll probably put the prices in the description box. But they're very light. I think they're 14 karat gold. It's not solid gold. It is like a frame and it's pretty empty on the inside. But I'm fine with it because I never really had real gold earrings. I'm used to wearing earrings that I buy from Charlotte Russe or Forever 21 or H&M. So it was a nice change to actually buy jewelry that was real and not just something that will eventually fade over time. So the way you get your jewelry at Costco, so you go in and I'll show you the counter where the jewelry is. It's near, for me, it's near all the electronics. It's for both Costco's in the city of Indianapolis, the one in Castleton along with the one on Michigan Road. They're both near the electronics. So you go in, you look at the jewelry, you see what you would like. You have to find someone to open up the glass for you to try it on. And then once you decide, they fill out a ticket and they go ahead and you check out, and then you go to the inventory room and you give the receipt in a ticket to the individual working that room, and they'll go ahead and pull it out. Now, the first time I bought these earrings I tried to buy diamond earrings, the individual did make sure that those items were in the box that they gave me, because apparently they have an issue with giving wrong items. And thank goodness, because the diamond earrings that I bought for $599, it ended up being nothing of the sort. And within that container, it was like some type of earring. I think it was another gold earring that was very different from the diamond earrings I was looking at. And so they apologized, they refunded me the money right then and there, and I was happy that they caught that mistake right then and there. So I do recommend, if you go to Costco to buy jewelry, you have the individual in the inventory room go ahead and open it up. It is wrapped in plastic, so you would assume that it's the correct item, but for me, that was a $599 mistake. If I were to come back in there and say, actually, that wasn't the diamond earrings that were in there, it was this. Because at that point, I've walked out, I've gone to the parking lot, maybe gone home, and then opened it and found that mistake. And coming back, they would have been very confused and probably would have assumed that I replaced the items. So I do recommend that first you tell the individual working that room to open up the container, the jewelry box, to really find out what's in there and to make sure it's the right item. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the jewelry box that it comes in with. So it comes with a white, so it's a blue box overall, but it comes with a white cardboard covering it to give you kind of like the item number. It says that it's inspected by GW, and I'll just go ahead and go over here. I don't know if you can see that. I think, there we go. No. Anyway, I put a photo there. But it says inspected by GW. It matches the number for the item that I received. So this is for the pearl bracelet that I bought. So the pearl bracelet, I believe, was around $219. So after tax, I think it was $242 or something along those lines. Again, I'll have to put the numbers in the description or maybe somewhere across my face. So it comes in this little baggie, right? Still having the same numbers for the item number, or it's the item number, and then you see the bracelet inside. Within the box, you'll see the pouch that you can put it in, and then most importantly, what they told me, if I were to return, if I ended up not liking it, you did have to keep this piece of paper. So this certifies, I think, the type of pearl it is, the quality of the gold, which I think is 14K again. Yes, 14 karat yellow gold, a cultured freshwater pearl. And so this will assure when you turn it in, if you happen to not like it, that you can receive your money back. But you have to make sure to keep this piece of paper. I think it has a specific name. It's the GIA certificate. I think that's what they call it. So you do have to keep this. Again, it has the item number. So I decided to just keep it right still in the box. So I put it down back in the box. I haven't really worn this bracelet, so I have the pouch is still the way it was. But I want to show you the bracelet because it is very pretty. So I have a hard time with putting on jewelry. So one thing that prevents this is that this chain, and I'll get close, this chain has this pulley system. Oh, still not focusing, kind of focusing on my boobs, ignore that. Maybe I need to do what the makeup people do, right? There we go. So it has a pulley system. So you see the chain, this chain is longer, but by the pulley system, you just pull these two gold strings tighter and tighter. Yes. So you just pull this tighter and tighter. Let's see if I can do this on camera. Yes, so that'll be the pulley system. It's easy to put on the bracelet. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on for you. But this is beautiful. And it does have a tag on the bracelet. Now, as I was reading online about jewelry, as long as it doesn't look like it's a human error that broke the chain or broke the jewelry, they will go ahead and accept it back. But if it looks like a human error, of course they would say, hey, this was actually your fault. We're not going to accept it. But as long as it's the quality of the jewelry that has kind of broken down, then you will be okay if, let's say a year from now, something happens and the chain just broke, or it just stopped going up and down, this pulley system stopped working, they would go ahead and replace it or just take it back. So that's how it looks on my wrist. And I love it on my wrist. I love the color. One reason why I'm shopping for jewelry is because I am a bridesmaid in October, and I thought that it would be nice to have jewelry, but also just have jewelry for a collection I'm starting while I do have enough money to spend. Now, I did buy the necklace with it, which I think was over $300. I think after tax it was $342. So this was $227. I think this was $227 because it was $199, and then the necklace was $299, and it came to $342 after tax. I have no idea actually. So same system, item number in the bag. You see the necklace there in this bag. I don't have the white cardboard around it, but it did come with the right cardboard with the item number as well, and you'll see the same type of paper that this GIA certificate has for this bracelet, along with there is a larger pouch, because it's a larger box, to keep your necklace. And I have worn this necklace just the first time I bought it, so I already took off the tag that was included on there. So we have this necklace to get it out the bag. This one is a class system. So let's see. This is a class system. So it does have some time, take some time to put on. For a person who is new to jewelry like I am, I never really worn necklaces before, but this really stood out to me when I was looking. And I've been looking at their jewelry for a long time, but for a person who was on a graduate student budget and also had rent is high in Ann Arbor, I just could not afford to buy anything. So I love this. I love this for my skin tone. I think it'll look great on any skin tone, but this really stood out to me for my brown tone that I have. I think I have a deeper brown, kind of a reddish undertone, I would say, but it looks great. And then you have the bracelet here. I love the easy buying at Costco. I feel as though when you go to other jewelry stores, because they're working off commission, there is a bit of pressure to spend money. You kind of get to wander alone for a little bit at the jewelry portion in Costco without anyone asking if you want help. So the pressure is gone. You have to go find someone to actually open the jewelry box, which is kind of annoying because you do have to go out of your way to figure out who has the key. Sometimes if you're like the box that I was in at the jewelry portion counter, they had to go get a manager to get the key for the higher price items. I didn't think these were too high price because there are diamond rings and diamond necklaces in the front that went like $1,000. All of these were under $300, so I feel as though, well, $299, so on the border, but under $350, and I didn't know that they would have to have a better key to get into that particular box at the counter. But once I figured that out, it was really easy to try it on there without any pressure, and to kind of, I did snap photos, but I did bring my mother and siblings to look at it with me after I tried it on, and I got to try it on twice. No one was bothered by that. Then I was able to decide. And immediately when I retrieved my items, they just told me, make sure you keep that certificate in there. If you have any issues, you can bring it back and we'll give you back your money. So I enjoy that aspect of Costco. One reason why I shop at Costco so much is because of that return policy. So for it to be extended into jewelry, I don't know if jewelry has a particular return date that you have to be in, like electronics. It doesn't seem like it because no one said that. and it didn't have it on the receipt. The receipt, usually when you buy electronics, it'll tell you the specific return policies. For jewelry, it was like a normal receipt that you would receive for any item in the store that doesn't have a time limit on a return policy, or a return policy with a time limit. So from my understanding, you're able to return whenever you want. It could be ridiculous, you could return in 5 years. But if something were to go wrong with the jewelry, it's kind of insured by Costco's return policy. As long as it's not obviously your fault, like pulling it apart. If it's some kind of failure, system failure on the part of the jewelry maker, like they didn't, like a pearl fell off, but it was because it wasn't really attached correctly, or it's chipping and it shouldn't be doing that. I don't know what can happen to pearls because I've never had pearls, but you could definitely return it with that receipt, with or without a receipt, because they can go ahead and find it for you. But if you keep this, I believe if you keep this cardboard part where the scan is, they'll be able to find it quicker. I've learned since being at Costco and using their return policy, when you don't have the box that it came with and you also don't have the receipt, it takes them a while to figure out where that item is on your account. So I do recommend keeping your receipts in a safe place, maybe even within this jewelry box or whatever they would call it, this jewelry container, keeping your receipt in there. It would be helpful for you if you had to return, so you don't have to sit there for a long period to return your item. So for me, I enjoyed my Costco trip. I always enjoy my Costco trips. And to know that their jewelry is well made, just made it very easy for me to go ahead and commit and kind of growing my jewelry collection, because I do go to a lot of formal events, so this is very helpful. Well, thank you for watching my YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to continue my journey with my jewelry, go ahead and subscribe. Have a great day.
What is he doing?